Welcome to your deep dive. Today we're going to be, like cracking the code on digital marketing in the US in 2024. Right? So, you've got that entrepreneurial spirit, maybe a side hustle, simmering on the back burner, and we're serving up 10 tantalizing ways you could be, cashing in on those clicks.
Yeah. We're going way beyond just like the buzzwords and diving straight into like the nitty-gritty, the how-to, how you can take your online presence and like turn it into a profit-making machine,
Exactly, and we've got your notes right here, and it's a jungle out there in the digital world. So think of us as like your seasoned explorers. We're here to guide you through the overgrown vines of online marketing and pinpoint those spots where the real treasure lies.
And what's so captivating is like the sheer scale of opportunity in the U.S. digital marketing scene right now. This isn't some, like passing fad. It's constantly evolving, People are glued to their screens, hungry for solutions and entertainment and connection and all that insatiable demand. Well, it translates into a gold mine of potential income streams for those in the know.
So, okay, with this dynamic landscape in mind, let's explore where you might fit in. Right? We're talking about 10 exciting avenues, each one with its own unique path to potential profit. But, to simplify things, think of them as two main paths, okay? Like building your own empire versus, becoming the secret weapon.
Ooh, I like that. Building your own empire? No, that's the spirit. This path is all about, carving out your own corner of the internet, establishing yourself, right? As a thought leader by, you create your own content, you build your platform, you cultivate your own dedicated audience.
Okay, let's unpack that a little, huh? One of the avenues you've been curious about is affiliate marketing. It's like that friend who's always recommending, the best books, the coolest gadgets, the most useful life hacks, and you trust their judgment, right?
Sure.
So you click their link, they get a small commission, everybody wins.
Precisely. And the beauty of affiliate marketing is like the low barrier to entry. You can start with something you're passionate about, whether it's, reviewing vegan protein powders on a blog or like demoing sustainable living products on YouTube, or even like showcasing, killer fashion finds on Instagram. I mean, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
You're essentially like tapping into the power of your own influence and then leveraging it to earn passive income just by like recommending products you already love.
Mm-hmm.
And with giants like Amazon Associates making it easy to partner with major brands, I mean, you can start monetizing your recommendations from like day one.
And speaking of creating your own platform, content creation takes this to like the next level. This path is all about sharing your passion, your expertise, your unique voice with the world, and then you build a loyal audience that like hangs on to your every word.
And that's where things get really interesting, right? Because we're not just talking about like slapping together a few social media posts, right? It's about creating high quality content that resonates with a specific niche audience. Whether it's through insightful blog posts or engaging videos or stunning photography or even witty tweets. It's about like consistently delivering value and building a community around like your shared interests.
And that's where your research on specific industry from listeners' notes comes in. Creating like a successful blog or a YouTube channel around listeners' interests from notes, that could be like a perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
For example, your notes show that specific insight data point from listeners' notes, which, that highlights a clear demand for this type of content.
Now, creating content might sound, straightforward, but we're not going to sugarcoat it. All right? This takes dedication. It takes consistency. And it takes a willingness to like constantly learn and adapt. But the rewards can be huge.
Oh, yeah.
Not only do you get the satisfaction of like, building something from the ground up, but you also, you open the door to like various income streams.
Absolutely. Think like brand partnerships, sponsored content, ad revenue. And then as you grow your audience, you could even like explore selling your own products or services, like online courses or digital downloads. I mean, the possibilities are as limitless as your creativity.
No, you're speaking my language. I love the idea of like, building something from scratch and watching it grow. But what about those of us who love the like, the strategy side of things, the behind the scenes magic of making things tick? That's where our second path comes in, right? Becoming the secret weapon.
Ah, yes. This path is for those who thrive on, empowering others, who get a kick out of seeing their strategic mind translate into, like tangible results for businesses that are, trying to navigate this digital world.
So instead of building your own brand, you're becoming like the secret ingredient in someone else's success story. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of skills are we talking about here?
This path is all about providing those, like in-demand services that businesses desperately need to not just survive, but to really thrive in the online world. Think of it as being like, a digital marketing consultant, a trusted advisor who helps businesses to, clarify their goals, develop these like winning strategies, and then execute those strategies flawlessly.
That sounds right up your alley based on your notes.
Yeah.
You've got a knack for seeing the big picture and understanding how all the pieces fit together. And with your background in listeners' professional background skills from Nos, you'd be like uniquely positioned to offer some really valuable insights to businesses in related industry from listeners' notes.
You're spot on. Now, consultancy is just one avenue within this path, right? If you're more of a data-driven individual who just loves optimizing campaigns and crunching numbers, diving into the world of PPC advertising or, search engine optimization or SEO, as it's known, could be your golden ticket.
PPC and SEO. Those sound a bit technical. You know what I mean? Can you break those down for me a little?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's start with PPC, or pay-per-click advertising. In a nutshell, it's about crafting those laser-focused ads that pop up when someone searches for specific keywords online.
Okay.
Like you see those ads at the top of Google search results or on your social media feeds. That's PPC in action.
Okay, I see it now. So as a PPC expert, you'd be helping businesses make sure that their ads are seen by the right people at the right time, and then hopefully enticing those people to click through and make a purchase. Mm-hmm. It's all about targeting and conversion, right?
Yeah, precisely. You're getting the hang of this. Now, SEO or search engine optimization, that's all about playing the long game. It's about optimizing a website's content and structure so that it ranks higher in, organic search results, like the ones that you see listed below the ads on Google.
Oh, okay. So instead of paying for each click, SEO is about creating content that naturally attracts visitors over time.
Exactly. It's about understanding how search engines work, what people are searching for, and how to create content that answers those questions in a way that Google absolutely loves. Mm-hmm. It involves a bit of, technical know-how, things like keyword research, backlink building, optimizing website loading speeds. But, when it's done right, it can be like a total game changer for businesses that are looking to attract a steady stream of, organic traffic.
It sounds like a constantly evolving puzzle, figuring out what makes those search engine algorithms tick. And from what I've seen in your notes, SEO seems to be particularly important in your target industry. Mm-hmm. In fact, your research indicates that specific data point statistic from listeners' notes about SEO and their target industry.
That's a crucial insight, It just goes to show that understanding the specific digital marketing needs of your target industry is essential. But the beauty of this whole secret weapon path is that, you don't need to be a master of everything. You know what I mean? You can specialize in a particular area, really hone your skills, and become the go-to expert in that niche.
That's reassuring. So we've got consulting, PPC, SEO. What other secret weapons are in our arsenal?
Oh, the list goes on. Think about it. Almost every aspect of traditional marketing has a digital counterpart.
Right.
So naturally, businesses need skilled professionals to manage their social media presence, to craft compelling email campaigns, and to create, engaging written content.
You're talking about social media management, email marketing, and good old-fashioned copywriting. Those all essential pieces of the digital marketing puzzle. And with so many businesses vying for attention online, it makes sense that they would need specialized help to cut through the noise and connect with their target audience in a meaningful way.
Exactly. And that's where the beauty of, freelancing comes in.
Right.
Whether you're, a whiz at writing persuasive website copy or crafting, those scroll-stopping Instagram captions, platforms like Upwork and Fiverr make it easier than ever to connect with businesses that are specifically looking for your skill set.
It's like having a global marketplace at your fingertips. You can work from anywhere, choose projects that really excite you, and set your own rates. Mm-hmm. The flexibility and the earning potential of freelancing are definitely appealing. But with so many options to choose from, it can feel a bit overwhelming to know where to start,
You're right, it's a lot to take in. And while the allure of, building your own empire or becoming a secret weapon is certainly exciting, it's important to remember that success in the digital world doesn't happen overnight.
It's not like those, those like get rich quick schemes you see online.
Right.
I've always been a bit skeptical of those.
And rightfully so. Building a sustainable income through digital marketing, whether you're creating your own brand or lending your expertise to others, it takes effort, it takes strategy, and a healthy dose of patience.
So no shortcuts here. What did that look like in practice then? Like, what separates those who succeed from those who just kind of dabble?
That's the million-dollar question, right? You see, it's not just about like working hard, it's about working smart. It's about like really understanding your target audience inside and out. You know what I mean? Crafting that compelling content that resonates with their needs, with their desires, and then constantly analyzing your results to see, okay, what's working, what's not working, and what needs tweaking.
So it's a constant process of learning, adapting, refining your approach.
Yeah.
Almost like a science experiment where you're constantly, testing and iterating.
Precisely. And one of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that they can just set it and forget it.
Right.
The digital landscape is constantly evolving, new platforms are emerging, algorithms are shifting, audience preferences are changing faster than you can say algorithm update.
Yeah. Which brings us to one of the most important takeaways from all of this. Continuous learning. It's not just like a bonus, it's the price of admission in this game. You've got to be willing to stay ahead of the curve, embrace those new tools, those new strategies, and never stop, expanding that knowledge base.
And the good news is that there's never been a better time to be a lifelong learner. The online world is brimming with free resources, affordable courses, supportive communities. You're truly spoiled for choice when it comes to expanding your digital marketing knowledge.
Now, you mentioned something earlier that really resonated with me, and that was finding that sweet spot, right? Where your skills and your interests and the market's needs all kind of intersect. It's about finding that niche where you can truly shine and build something, meaningful.
Absolutely. And it's at that intersection where the real magic happens, when you're genuinely passionate about what you're doing and you're solving real problems for real people, the learning becomes enjoyable, the hustle feels effortless, and the rewards, well, they're that much sweeter.
So after all this talk about, building empires and becoming secret weapons and cracking the code of digital marketing, what's the one piece of advice you would give to someone who's, just starting out, feeling maybe a bit overwhelmed by all the possibilities?
Dive in, don't let the fear of the unknown paralyze you.
Yeah.
Pick one or two avenues that really truly spark your interest, whether it's crafting those witty social media posts, optimizing websites for search engines, or even building a community around, your passion for sustainable living, whatever it is, and start exploring.
So it's all about taking that first step, even if it's just, dipping your toes in the water, right?
Yeah.
Experiment, test the water, see what feels right.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to figure it all out at once, right? The beauty of the digital world is that it's constantly evolving. So there's always something new to learn, a new skill to master, a new challenge to conquer.
This has been incredibly insightful. We covered so much ground today, from the sheer scale of opportunity in the U.S. digital marketing landscape to the nitty-gritty of affiliate marketing, content creation, SEO, PPC, freelancing. I mean, the list goes on.
We've explored the two main paths you can take, building your own empire or becoming somebody's secret weapon. And we've highlighted the importance of, continuous learning, embracing the hustle, and finding that sweet spot where your passions and the market's needs, they align.
Out of all the avenues and all the insights that we discussed today, what resonated most with you? What is you thinking, maybe I could? That's the spark we want to ignite.
Because this is just the beginning of your digital marketing adventure. Remember, the online world is your oyster, right? Ripe with possibilities, just waiting to be explored. It's time to take what you've learned, roll up your sleeves, and start turning those clicks into, tangible results.
And who knows, maybe in a year, you'll be back on the deep dive, sharing your own success story and inspiring that next generation of digital marketing mavericks.